What's going on, everyone? This is Matt with the Essential Credentials here. And in front of you, you see 3 cards of arguably the best wide receiver in football. And you also might remember that a little over a year ago, I recorded a video showing off some of my case hit inserts that I've been picking up of him. That man being Justin Jefferson. And then I met a wonderful human being, and she and I got into Star Wars, and that allowed me to, turn some of those Justin Jeffersons into money for Star Wars cards, which was amazing, especially when you get to share it with somebody else. But fast forward to about 2 weeks ago, I was looking through my collection as I'm getting ready to move in a month down to Washington, and I realized, man, these Jefferson cards still resonate within me deeply. I got back into collecting A-Rod a bit, and for about a month, it was really fun, from Christmas time to about, beginning of February. And then it just wasn't feeling the way that it should, as a staple in the hobby within our PCs. We need that deep passion to carry us through when we're not finding cards, or when we're finding cards, or whatever you want to say. But when I looked at my Jeffersons, I thought, man, these still really excite me. And so does he. I mean, he's still the most exciting player for me personally in the NFL. I grew up wanting to be a quarterback, but as I got older, I really started to appreciate wide receivers. And I was a big Doug Baldwin fan, and now big Justin Jefferson fan. So I decided to kind of get back into it. And in front of you are 3 cards that I've picked up so far. The probably the catch of the decade. Here we go. A Phoenician case hit insert and a Vanta case hit insert from Panini Black. Here's a few others, and then we're going to get to these 3-card Mailday. Love lenticular cards. Most of these case hits are, reminiscent of some of the 90s technology that we saw. And this one, this Intergalactic from Score, is right up there with that. Here's a Zoom from Zenith. That's such a cool card. Same Kaboom font, so of course people are really clamoring to get their hands on one of those. Next up is a King of Cards from Illusions. This is the foil super short print from Mega Boxes. I just love the way that the foil looks on the front and the back of this card, and having it be acetate. So real fun card right there. And a couple more. We've got a Color Burst case hit parallel from Phoenix. I, since watching him, wanted this picture to be on a card, so I'm glad that Panini did that. Every time he gets a first down. Then here's the 2021 Luminance Moments. So just a beautiful card. Love that design with the whited out background and the foil. So anyways, yeah, having a lot of fun doing that. And I've got 3 cards here that I'm going to open up and share with you that I have not seen in person before either. All 3 of these are cards that, well, 2 of these are cards that I didn't have before as they came out beforehand, or after the fact, excuse me, when I sold everything. But this one did belong in my collection, and I was able to get it back. This is the 2022 version of the Vanta. Gosh, this is beautiful. And to be able to get it for far less than I paid for it, that made me really happy. So yeah, super stoked to have this one back in the collection. We'll plan on keeping it for much longer this time. All right, next up is going to be a card from 2023 Panini Phoenix. Probably the product of the year, in my opinion, when it comes to design and case hit inserts. This is the Metropolis insert, and wow, this is just such a unique card. A lot of interesting etching and whatnot going on. You got that gold vinyl at the bottom. Yeah, super cool card. I was watching some case breaks of different products, seeing how people reacted to these inserts. And yeah, that one's, it's got a gloss on it. I thought it was going to be lenticular, but yeah, that's an awesome card. Sweet. All right, and finally, I've got a card that is also from Panini Phoenix, but it's got the eBay authentication package. It's kind of weird, just my opinion here. I think it has to be over $200 to be authenticated. And if it's over $200, but then you send an offer and it gets accepted for less than that $200, it, in my opinion, it shouldn't need to be authenticated. I mean, it's cool to like get the little case and everything, but I don't feel like we need to be waiting another week for our cards when it's under the criteria. Now, maybe 150 is now the new criteria, and I appreciate them making sure, but when it's out of a product from 2023, why are we getting things authenticated? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So this is a different type of packaging that I've never seen before. This is very different. Let me show everybody. So it looks like this now, in case you haven't seen it. I'm sure most have, but it used to be that magnetic thing. So then you plop this out. See if I can get this out of the way here. And then I'm just going to pull this out. And then this is what it sits in now. It sits in this thing. So they obviously lost some money with the magnetic thing, but I mean, it's cool, you know. It's not the magnetic. Maybe they use that for the real expensive ones, but yeah, look how beautiful that card is. I'm going to take this out of the case real quick. So while I'm doing this, just curious on your opinion for all of you that have been watching, for our 90s podcast listeners and those who just have subscribed to the channel to see our cards from time to time and chat with us. What is your opinion on eBay's authenticity program still? Are you loving it? You wishing it wasn't there? Yeah, where are you at with it? Let's change this so it's not. There we go. All right, check out this card. Whew, I love this design. What an amazing design. I was actually watching a case breaker of this. He goes, if I rubbed a lamp, I would not wish for Justin Jefferson. And I'm like, what football player would you wish for? But then he said he was a Lions fan, so I get it. They got some great players, and you wouldn't support a Vikings player. But yeah, what a beautiful card. A lot of these case hit inserts, again, are reminiscent of some of the 90s designs and technology. So yeah, really stoked with that one as well. So anyhow, I'm looking forward to sharing the next batch that comes in. And until then, I hope you all have a great weekend and have enjoyed watching the draft so far. See you on the next episode, which will be episode 100.